do you feel about the EMF?
It's transformational. That's all I can say. Anybody who wants to change bad habits or things holding them back, things like procrastinate, that was big for me. Procrastination, self-sabotage, fear of not enough, or fear of success, fear of failure, any of those kind of things. This is transformational, and you actually need to do it. There's just no question for me in my mind. It's hard for me to hold back when I see someone else in that kind of destructive loop, and I just want to actually pull them out and pull them into EMF so that they can actually do the work. Yeah, it's amazing. And then just having the journey, having the peer group, people helping you through it, because some of the modules are pretty tough to get through emotionally. You have a lot of inner work that you need to do, and that's not easy. But you know, with the right peer group, you get through it, and people help you get through it. So yeah, it's transformational. It really is, and recommended for everybody.
Yeah, thank you very much. What was let's say the biggest transformation from the perspective of what you see on your life, from perspective of how you relating to families and friends?
Look, I have had, out of the blue, people just really who know me well come up to me and say, "Oh wow, you just radiate," and I'm like, "I am." And I didn't realize I was actually doing that. So I thought I was just being my old me, but I wasn't. I was actually being a higher version of me, which was great. My family have commented on the fact that, yeah, I just vibrated at a different level, more accepting, more loving. So yeah, it's in that regard, yes. And the other transformation, I really had a tough time with money. Money has been a big issue for me for a very long time in my life, and just coming through the money module and seeing things in a different light and seeing things in a different perspective, I've seen a lot of shifts for me, and it is so liberating. And just not having that, I mean, my loop for forever and a day was come end of month, and okay, I know I'm going to be paid in like a few days, and I start doing the budget, and I'm like, and I start stressing about how am I going to get this one paid, robbing Peter to pay Paul, all that stuff, and it just stresses me out completely. And if there's any sort of unforeseen circumstance happening with money, I would just be in a complete and utter mess. Whereas with now, with having done the module, having done the work, the transformation has been phenomenal in that respect, in that I don't stress anymore. I just know where it's, I mean, I still have the same situations popping up, but they just seem to resolve themselves, and I'm not stressing out. It's not that I'm not doing stuff to aid it, but it's, I just don't have that stress levels anymore. And it's just so liberating. It really, really is. It's just phenomenal not to have that every month. Oh my hat, where am I going to get the money to pay this person? Where am I going to get the money to pay that person? It just is, from coming from that situation, it has transformed me. I just don't worry anymore. I mean, even now for December, I was kind of thinking, oh, okay, I've paid my bills, but it's Christmas and we need presents and we need this and we need that. And I'm like, okay, so if we don't have that, that's fine. Out of the blue, I had $1,000 put into my account from nowhere. And I was like, wow, okay, thank you, Lord. I just can't, yeah, it's just, things happen.
Exactly. And this is the biggest thing.
It's just the mind transformation and the energy that you put out. And it's just so amazing to have to experience that. And this is not the first time that has happened. It has happened on occasion, like all the time. Things seem to happen. Oh, I need money for this. Okay, well, release it, let it go. And lo and behold, somewhere out of the blue, money pops up for something and you're able to do whatever you need to do.